Hey tribe, it's Cindy from the Yoga Shack, and I'm going to share a few really cool mobility movements and stretches that would be a great addition to your morning routine. All right, let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna need for actually this one is a chair. And go ahead and sit comfortably on the chair so that your feet are planted on the floor. You want to make sure your feet are on the floor. So I know for me, I'm a shorty. I need to move forward a little bit, but make sure that you feel nice and secure. Bring your hands behind your head and pull your elbows forward. Now we're going to curl our spine. I want you to literally feel one vertebra at a time moving. So I'm going to turn sideways actually so that you can see just a little different perspective, okay? You can see my spine. So again, really important that we start sitting up nice and tall. Elbows draw in, and we're going to start with our head curling down. So begin slowly, chin to throat. Then start to curl our upper back, mid back, and lower back. And then uncurl. Lower back, mid back, upper back, and neck. And then finally, you'll end in that same position. So let's do it again. Neck, upper, mid, and lower. And uncurl. Keep the belly pulling in. We're going to do one more. Really important that you take your time. Good. And then release and just sit. Sit nice and tall. Close the eyes and just feel the sensations in your back. Again, keeping the feet to the floor. Whew. All right, so now we're gonna go into a pigeon seat. So cross the left foot over the right leg. Again, make sure that the right foot is pressing down onto the ground, and you want to also make sure that your foot is not turned out. A lot of times our feet tend to turn out, so just look down at the foot that's on the ground and just make sure it's forward. Keep your left foot flexed. That's protecting your knee. And then we're going to guide the knee open and then release. So all I'm doing is gently pressing the knee down and then release. Pressing down and release. Now you can do this about 10 to 20 times. If you want to add something a little extra, you can press down and then pull in. Press down and pull in. So we'll do about 10 here together. This feels so good. I totally am not counting. I forgot to count. So I'm going to pretend that I have 2 left. All right, we're going to switch sides. So crossing that right foot over the left thigh, left knee. Again, check that bottom foot. My foot always wants to turn out. So important that you're paying attention. And again, press down and release. I'm going to add pulling it in as well. But again, just do what feels best for you. Now I'm counting. Let's do 5 more. Now, I know that for me, as I'm pressing down, my knee is actually starting to hurt, like pinching hurt, not a good stretchy hurt. So I have to readjust myself. So that might mean my hips are just so damn tight that pressing down and forcing this hip opener is compensating in my knee. And that's what happens. When we're tight someplace in our body, we tend to compensate somewhere else. So I'm just gonna flex my foot a little bit more. Notice how my knee kind of popped up, and that's okay. And I'm not gonna go as far, but I don't want to have any knee issues. All right, and then let's slowly release. We're gonna come right back to it on the other side. Now this time, we're gonna pull that knee in and bring that opposite shoulder towards the knee. Whew, and release and press down. Again, pull it in, opposite shoulder towards that knee and press down. 3, 4, again, you shouldn't feel any pinching or pain. 5, you should feel this in your outer hip, hamstring, glutes, but where you should not feel it is your knee. You don't want to feel any sensations that are alarming in your knee. Is that 9? 10. I'm the worst counter ever. All right, bring that foot down and switch. Especially when I'm teaching a vinyasa class, I tend to lose count in like chair pose and plank. All right, cross your leg over. You're gonna grab hold of that knee. We're gonna pull it in towards the opposite elbow, opposite shoulder, and release. Pull it in and release. Pull it in, release. This is so heavenly if you have tight hips like me. So yesterday, now that the weather is nice, you might find yourself outside a lot more. Yesterday I went roller skating, and then I went for a hike, a good probably hour and a half hike. And today I'm feeling it, which is good. I want to feel it, but I'm tight. All right, let's say one more, and then release. Perfect. Cross back over. Now, for the next one, I need to make sure that I have a really sturdy chair, because if I don't have a sturdy chair, this will make a really funny blooper because I'm going to fall right on my ass. Make sure that your chair is stable, like you're not using some flimsy chair. You're gonna bring your hands to the edge of the chair. It's like a tricep dip. If you have like a weight bench or something like right next to you, use that. But I'm gonna just use my chair. So my hands are on the edge of the chair. I'm in this pigeon. I call this like number 4 because it kind of looks like a number 4, or a seated pigeon. Bring your hands to the edge of the chair. We're gonna kind of scoot off, and then we're gonna go down and up. That's it. Down and up. Now, can you see the foot that's on the floor? How it's pointing forward. My tendency is that my foot is going to turn out, so I have to be really mindful of that. We're going to do one more. Come back up and reset. Getting a little hot in here. Okay, other side. Cross your foot over. Make sure that the foot on the floor is stable, pointing forward, and bring your hands to the edge of the chair. Good. And we're going to go down and up. Again, make sure that the foot on the floor is pointing forward. Okay? So we're going to go down and up. 5, 4, keep those arms moving in. 3, you just don't want your elbows going out like that. 2, and 1. Slide it back up, and just pause and hold. Okay, take a deep breath in, and open the mouth and breathe out. Again, deep breath in, and open the mouth and breathe out. All right, let's see what we're doing next. All right. So from here, we're going to start with a straight spine, and we're going to flex our foot, okay? So your left foot is flexed, your leg is straight, and we're sitting up really tall. Now, as I hinge forward, and I'm going to round my back, I want you to point your foot. And then again, flex, and come back up to sit. Again, round and point. and sit up nice and tall and flex. So we're working on that sciatic nerve. So point and flex and lift. Point and round, really round here. So you're hinging at the hips, but your back is going to round here. So we're hinging, folding, and lift. Again, hinge and lift. Nice. So if you're somebody who's a little less bendy, right, your upper back is going to look more like this, and that's totally okay. The idea is you're just hinging and folding. One more. And come back up, and then let's switch. Right foot forward. Okay, start with a flexed foot. Sit up really tall. And again, point and hinge, and then come back up. So not only is this really good for the sciatic nerve, but actually this is great for your feet. You're working a lot of muscles in the feet because you're pointing and flexing, and especially when you point the foot and you fold over. I don't know about you, but I feel like crazy stretching in the top of my feet, and that's a great place to stretch. Think about how much work your feet do for you all day long and how little we do to stretch the feet. Oh, this is like heaven. All right, one more. And lift. I don't know if you noticed, but my left foot keeps wanting to turn out. I have to keep reminding myself to keep that foot straight. All right, bring both feet down, and we're going to actually come to lie down. So you can move your chair out of the way. All right, move your chair out of the way. We're going to lie all the way on our belly. I hope you could see me. So we're going to lie all the way on our belly. Your arms open wide. I'm going to just move my mic because I feel like it might get very staticky any second. All right, hold on. Okay, so we're going to open our arms out. Now, we're going to slide our right knee up alongside us, okay? And then all you're going to do is hang out here. Just turn your head to the left. So your right knee is coming up. Hold it here. Nice. And then release and switch. Left knee up. Turn your head to the right. So for this one, we're just a static stretch, kind of to prepare. And then come back through center. All right, so now slide your right knee up. Good. And then you're going to take that left arm and slide it under and bring both palms together. Now, do you see how my head doesn't really come down to the floor? It doesn't reach. That's okay. You could put like a pillow or a blanket or something or a towel under your head. I don't really need it, but my head is definitely not on the ground. And then we're just going to open the right arm all the way open and then close. Open it up like a T. And close. Open it up and close. And you can do this, honestly, 10 times. Every single time I'm doing it, my back is popping. I hear like little creaks and pops. It feels so good. And again, slide to open. Don't worry, that top knee is going to lift. That's perfectly fine. And let's just do one more together. Good. And then come back through center and slide it back. Let's rock the hips. Just rock the hips. You could bend your knees and sway a little side to side. And let's try the other side, okay? So your left knee slides up. Just pause here. Just get yourself situated a little. Turn your head towards the left. Then you're gonna slide the right arm under, your left hand on top of that right arm, and then open it up and come back. Open it up and back. And just keep this going. You might notice that one side is tighter than the other. For me, it's this side. And the last one. And then come all the way on the belly. Awesome. So you're going to slide your right hand forward more than the left. Keep the left hand by your chest. We're just going to push your chest and shoulders up and look up and over that left shoulder. Lower it all the way down. Left hand forward, right hand in, and press up. Look up and over the right. Lower it all the way down and lift up. Lower it all the way down and lift up. Good. And then lower it all the way down. Push yourself onto your heels. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And again, deep breath in. And open the mouth and breathe out. And then reach the arms all the way up. Good, and we're gonna come to stand, keeping your arms up overhead. So rise up. And then lower the arms down. That's actually a really good practice, coming to stand and then go back down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower the arms down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Thank you all so much for joining me. Every Monday morning, 7:30 a.m., we have a 30-minute stretching and mobility class. I hope you join us next time and have a great day.